Hey, this is Jason Hardy of Flyboard to Bend. If you can stand, you can fly. Thanks for clicking on this video. This will be your official ground school before we get you out here and start you flying. So undoubtedly you've heard of flyboard before. Take the propulsion from a jet ski, divert it through a long hose, have it shooting out of your feet. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna save you a little bit of time for when you show up to the lake. We don't have to go through a whole lot of explanation. You'll already kind of know what we're gonna do. So from here, it's really pretty basic. The one thing I always tell everybody, if you can stand, you can fly. So what we're gonna do, here are a nice little set of bindings. Kind of like a snowboard set, we're gonna strap you in really tight. The board is very mobile, and that's what's gonna direct you. So the number one thing that I need people to do when they come out, and this is what I'm gonna ask you to do when you show up, is when we get you in the board, I'm just gonna have you lock your legs. So if you lock your knees nice and tight, you lock the hips, keep your feet at 90 degrees like you're standing on the ground, as soon as I give you the gas, that's gonna bring you up in a straight line. It's that simple. As soon as somebody starts to bend the knees and tweak the hips, that's when it makes it a little bit harder to get up, and so we don't wanna do that in the beginning. So here's what we're gonna do. For one, I have a great assistant Hunter. He's gonna be flying today. He's gonna show you what I'm talking about once we get to the water. It's gonna make it look so easy. Pretty much like I said, if you can stand, you can fly. So here we go. We're gonna strap you into the boots. Once you're in, you're gonna be sitting on the shoreline. You're gonna scoot your butt a little bit closer to the water. Once you're in the water, I'm gonna grab you by your life jacket that you have to wear. We're gonna tow you out a little bit deeper. From there, you're just gonna do a nice, comfortable backstroke. And what that does, it stretches out our hose a little bit, get you a little bit farther away from the shore. Once I see you're far enough away, I'm gonna turn on the jet ski. That's gonna fill up the hose. You're gonna feel a little bit of a tug as that hose fills up. You're gonna have a life jacket. The board has flotation, so you're not going anywhere. Once you feel that, I'm gonna have you roll over on your belly, and we're gonna point out to deep water. So you're gonna pretend like you're Superman. Still keeping the knees nice and locked. Hips locked, arms down to the side. You're gonna look at where you wanna go. I'm gonna give it more gas. Basically, we skip you across the water out to our flight zone. Once we get out there, the easiest way to actually stand up is while you're on your belly, I'm gonna have you draw your knees to your chest, both at the same time, because you're bolted in here. Stand straight up and down on the board. Keep the knees locked, keep the hips locked, look straight ahead, and as soon as you're in that position, I give you just enough gas that you're gonna come up above the water. Once your feet break the surface, you're just gonna hover. You're gonna be flying for the first time. It's a really awesome experience. You're gonna love it, even if you're up for a couple seconds in the beginning. After you've been up for 5 or 10 minutes, you're gonna be addicted. So you come up out of the water. You're gonna hover there for just a second. How we start to move is really, really simple. So this little black pipe right here, that's where all the water's coming out. If you're standing straight up and down, you're gonna go straight up and down. If you wanna move forward, you just tip your toes forward a little bit, the propulsion's behind you, and now you start to move forward. Simple as that. Make sure all the motions are really subtle. If you tip too fast, you're gonna move really fast and you might not be ready for it. So now that we got you flying, hovering, and moving forward by slightly tipping forward and going forward, now it's the turning part. So you still have those really nice straight legs under you, all right? To turn, if you make a subtle bend to one leg, like to my right leg, the board tips towards the straight leg. Now that propulsion coming out of this side is gonna turn you towards the straight leg. To stop the turn, straighten both legs again. To turn the other way, bend the left leg, move towards the right. Again, really subtle moves. If you do anything too extreme, you'll get the result of a really extreme move. So we don't want to do that in the beginning. Once you've been doing this for a little bit, then you start to move a little faster. As soon as somebody proves to me that they can stand and hover, make a subtle move forward, stop, make a little turn, stop, then we start getting into some fun stuff. We can get you a little bit higher if you want. We have a maximum height of about 37 feet with this hose. Not very many people go there, especially on the first try. We might be getting you 5, 10, maybe 15 feet up if all goes well. Make sure you check us out at flyboardtobend.com or on Facebook.